The Crew, where guys come to talk.
Story.
Hello and welcome to the Crew.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crew.
We're caught a little bit off guard there. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You didn't get a countdown.
We're unprepared.
We just needed that countdown.
Spring break is next week for us.
What?
Hallelujah.
Spring break.
So, like, tomorrow it starts, right?
Well, it started for us today, actually.
Really?
Someone said
So here we are.
It's basically catch-up time, right? Trey?
Yeah.
Ketchup.
Yeah.
Catch
This is
up.
what, March the 14th.
Mayonnaise
so.
time.
Oh, yeah, it's time to not party and do a bunch of work, Aaron.
Exactly.
It's time to turn down for everything.
We know that
Yeah.
About
Tripp's
that.
going to be working hard for spring break on
Oh,
his,
yeah, doing all the
homework.
work I should have done when school started.
I'm going to go on the beach and throw holy water to people.
Holy water.
Sacrilege. Anyways, let's start with a quick news rundown.
Let's
Yeah,
start with
right.
a quick news rundown.
Starting it.
I got it. NSA's been doing some weird stuff lately. It's been suggested that they've disguised themselves as a fake Facebook server in order to infect targeted computers with malware and collect user information. But when contacted about it, they said they would never do such a thing for any unlawful activities.
Wow. I mean,
And that Zuckerberg, they asked him about it, and he said he had no idea anything like that was going on.
I feel like
So-
at this point, Zuckerberg's made his money, gotten out of America,
He could care less,
and it's not
probably.
his problem anymore.
Yeah. He's made his billions.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's my turn. Is it? Yes.
Hey, man.
The sign says my turn. All right. Do what? Now there's a dating app that lets you meet people at the airport and on your flight while you're traveling. You just enter your flight info, and it pops up people who's on your flight, so you can sit next to them and talk to them
That is so creepy.
and date them on the plane.
That is so creepy.
How?
Huh?
I mean, like, I don't want people to know what I'm doing.
You
So
have
don't
to,
get
you
the
have
app
to
then.
volunteer that information.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just like,
It's-
hey,
It is weird.
pastor down there, he might like you. He might not.
The pastor down. What?
Find out.
I mean, you have to put your information in, and other people put their information
Hey,
in.
girl, what's your seat number?
How these things work.
5, mine 7. What up, Dale?
I'm D7. Checkmate.
By the way.
Anyways.
Okay, so a witness to the car crash that killed Paul Walker last year is telling a few things he looted from the accident scene,
Wow.
including a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses that Walker was wearing when he died.
Let me just take these off your box.
Yeah, I mean, that's not
That's
immoral or
not
anything,
something
but it's okay.
I would want to admit.
But it's okay. He's auctioning them off. It starts at like $1,500. He's auctioning them off, and he's going to keep 10%, and the rest is going to go to charity
Well, if they
for Mustangs.
if they
because
fly off his
Mustangs
body-
need charity.
The horses or the cars?
The cars.
if they fly off his body, and they're just on the ground, just pick them up.
What?
I think Dodge has a lot of money, or Ford has a lot of money. Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
said Dodge.
Yeah.
Ford has a lot of money.
And the way I'm saying things is that, like, I mean, you should put them in the Smithsonian or something
What?
like that.
Okay.
Okay, he wasn't that important, Mon.
I
He
mean,
was a TV
he was
star.
a very
Do you know what's in the
impressive
Smithsonian?
guy.
What?
The Smithsonian is full of, like, pop culture stuff as well as history stuff.
Which part? The Smithsonian.
Which Smithsonian? Which one of them?
Yeah.
We want answers.
Anyways,
The air and space.
to be continued.
The technology one.
We'll find out next week.
No, the
Yes.
Paul Walker one.
Are you up next?
I'm up next. Well, this is an update for the missing airplane. And I actually read the internet this morning. The new update for the missing plane is they now believe it may have made it to the Indian Ocean and possibly been hijacked. The Malaysian Airlines went missing last Saturday, and it continued to fly 4 to 5 hours after it last transmitted its transponder code. And then sources with the U.S. intelligence and everything say they've got data that believe the plane was flying in a controlled fashion towards the Indian Ocean, towards some islands. It could have reached Pakistan, India, that they try to give them distance-wise. But it's a real big mystery because it's got 239 passengers on board and it kind of just disappeared. but there was radar contact that said it made it back across Malaysia, going towards the southwest instead of going towards Beijing, China. So it's a really big, interesting thing because if it was hijacked, whoever took control of it knew what they were doing and was proceeded out into the Indian Ocean. There's a possibility. There's a bunch of islands. I'm not sure how you pronounce them, but there's a bunch of islands out there that the plane could have landed on one of the airstrips. And so now they're focusing the search and rescue is, sending ships to the Indian Ocean, which is an interesting thing because today's technology, you're like, how does an airplane disappear?
It's crazy that there's no tracker on it or anything.
Well, there was a tracker, but it was all turned off. And intelligence sources are saying the stuff was turned off within increments of each other. So the first one was turned off, and then 10 minutes later, the next one was shut down.
What if it was the pilots?
They don't know. I mean, that's a bunch of theories. But the plane has a system on it where the engines send information through satellite technology that's separate from the communication system. So it says, hey, my engine's running. I got the good fuel pressure. I've got good, spinning turbines, whatever. And it sends it back to the Boeing company or to the airline company every hour. Well, it kept operating for 4 to 5 hours after the last transponder code for the radar. So the plane was obviously still functioning for 4 to 5 hours after it was going. I think it was like every 30 minutes it sent a code out and said, hey, engine looks good, it's still running. This is a pretty big mystery because it's 2014 and we can't find a big Boeing 777, which...
I have a conspiracy. This plane got hijacked right after Nonstop came out. Do we think this was publicity for Nonstop?
They didn't have a good air marshal on board.
It has 100-something Chinese citizens on board. It has, I think, 4 Americans, and then there was like 1 or 2 Italians. So it's very big. Where did it go?
We got a bunch of countries looking for our people.
And one other another American source says there's a sensor on those engines, whatever. If it's going to impact at a high G, like it's going to hit water or a train or something, it'll send out a signal and say, hey, I'm about to crash. Well, it never sent that signal out. So that leaves them to believe that it didn't crash. It's out there somewhere. It may have landed on a small strip and whatever.
Can we send like SEAL Team 6 out to look for it?
Well, they got to find it. I mean, they're covering like
what?
20
they found Bin Laden. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it took many years.
They can find a huge plane if they found one guy.
What I find interesting, there was a report in China that some of the citizens started calling their relatives on the plane, and supposedly the phones would ring, but they wouldn't go to voicemail. So they were still getting a signal, but they couldn't. I mean, you should be able to track it eventually. But the phones were ringing, but they weren't picking up,
Can you not track the black box inside the plane?
Well, no, you have to recover the
You have to recover it from the plane.
Well, whoever did this, they're going to have China, America, and Italy looking for them. I would not want to be them.
Well, they've got a bunch of people looking for them. But, I mean, this is a lot. This is almost 7 days, and it's still haven't found the actual plane.
No verdict.
And now they're starting to say that the plane kept functioning after its last radar contact, or last contact in the northeast part between Vietnam and Malaysia. Which
times like this, I wish we had an actual GI Joe unit.
What's interesting, because I'm pretty sure there's 230 people on board, 239. Everyone's got cell phones. So if it landed near an island that has cell phone technology,
someone's going to be tweeting some pictures or something.
Send a signal out.
You better check your Twitter regularly.
It's a big mystery.
I mean, maybe if it was hijacked, why wouldn't they confiscate the phones?
But
well, that's
no
what I'm saying. If they took the phones, went through the plane, and said everybody's phones, take all your luggage, whatever, no one get up or something. I mean, we don't know. It could have crashed, but
how are you gonna feed all those people, including yourself?
You don't.
We got to find the plane.
I mean, like the people who
Yeah.
hijacked it. How are they gonna like? There's needs that need to be.
I'm pretty
met.
sure if you're gonna hijack a plane, you're not worried about humans.
They're not going to feed them.
They're gonna
probably.
worry about themselves,
Living.
though.
Yeah, they
I mean,
probably have food for themselves.
They basically drew a circle from the last known official contact and said this is how far it could reach based on the fuel on board. And I saw the circumference of the circle covered into India and a part of Pakistan and to
There's a lot.
and
There's a
islands
lot.
in the Indian Ocean, some of the uninhibited islands, whatever, that do have small airstrips and stuff. So it's a big, and it's a lot of water. It's a lot of place to cover. And so hopefully they'll find out in the next few days where it's at, and we'll keep you updated.
True.
It's a really big mystery.
Very intriguing.
Very intriguing.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Well, on a more lighthearted note, Arnold Schwarzenegger is raffling off a chance to hang out with him for a day for charity and crush stuff with his tank.
I didn't know Christmas came early.
Arnold?
Neither did I.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger. A single entry costs $10, but multiple entry gets you free stuff like autographed items.
So you drop.
Is the money going to charity? Or?
Yes, for charity.
There's only one person get it.
You drop $100, you got 10 chances,
How many people
and you
can we
get
fit
free
in that
stuff.
tank?
So you can hang out with the former governor.
Yes,
True.
the governor.
The
And
governor.
movie
Look at the
star.
man.
And he
I
has
have
a
seen him
type.
crush so far a blender, which I'm thinking blend tech. Will it blend?
Was it a giant blender or just like?
Probably a regular size blender.
He still could crush some things.
Yeah.
And an industrial size roll of bubble wrap. And that's just what I've looked at so far. I mean,
Wow.
That's probably a lot of bubble wrap.
How do you just get a tank? Like,
You buy
I
it.
have money. That's how that works.
like, I want my hover car because I know they have it.
Maybe the tank came wrapped in
Bubble wrap.
bubble wrap.
And he was like, let's pop it all at one
Where
time.
does he keep it?
And it's a state.
In his garage.
It is a state.
He's got money.
Is the tank like?
It's
street-
weatherproof. It
tank
doesn't matter what
street
you
legal?
keep
No.
it. Yes.
If you put a license plate on it
No.
Tank
and
should be
headlights,
street legal.
You can screw up the road, which is why it's not street
I
legal.
don't think you can take a tank. Yeah. It's,
You can take a Hummer.
It's like you can't own a fighter jet in America. You know.
What?
You just you can't own like a sophisticated fighter jet. You can own an old one, but it doesn't have all the.
can you
special
fly
electronic-
it?
But you
Yeah.
can own a tank.
There are certain older aircrafts that you can
Right.
own, but you can't own.
Can you
military
purchase
style.
missiles for a tank?
Walk Mustang.
Yeah.
Huh? Like the old Mustang fighters?
Yeah.
But anything with probably jet propulsion.
It's like you can't own like
Probably
a
have to
grenade
be
launcher.
Can you
or
own the ammo for the tank then?
No.
I think no. I think that's like a weapon of
I'm
mass
pretty-
destruction or something.
I'm pretty sure
considered.
you can find a way to shoot your tank, but you can't own it yourself.
Probably go to a gun range.
I remember.
Sorry, a tank
You
range.
guys might be too young, but I think 15 years ago there was some
I
army
was
guy
alive.
who stole a tank and went on a rampage. I think it was maybe in
I
in a
remember
bigger
that.
in a big city.
I remember that.
And just there was no way to stop it. You know.
I've seen that in video games.
And
a
he just
lot.
kept going down the road,
Yeah.
and hitting cars and driving. It might have been out west somewhere.
I think it was
That
in New
would
York.
more than likely out west.
I think it was out west near an army base, but he
I
stole
don't
the
think
tank.
it was in New York.
And he kept driving it down the street and was hitting cars, destroying things. Nothing could stop him. The cop cars, you know, if they got in the way, they got run over.
Did he get 5 stars?
How did he get stopped?
Yes.
I think
he got
eventually
it.
he ran out of gas and they were able to take him out or something. You know,
Did
get
they
to the
like
top.
blow him up?
Ran out of gas.
Yeah, but that was interesting.
See,
I mean,
how would
zombies
it
can
is-
stop a
How about
tank.
some random
I think we
stuff?
can.
Well,
We got some
zombies
random
don't
thoughts?
exist, so.
Hey, they did in Walking Dead.
We got running.
So, zombie
okay.
thoughts.
Random thoughts. Random thoughts. It's on me.
Brains.
Vacation.
No time soon.
Hawaii.
Next week.
Next week.
Hula hoops.
Oh yeah,
Spring break.
you're going to
Canada.
where are you going?
Australia?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New
That was my
Orleans.
first guess.
Wings.
I can fly.
Very soon.
Very
Very
soon
soon.
for us.
Right after this, actually. So we get wings, all of us.
Wings are nigh.
Wait, can we fly or are we talking about
I
edible
see wings in my future.
Rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Wait,
Pot of
I don't know
gold.
why I started singing.
St.
What?
Patrick's
Do rainbows
Day.
ever end? Where do they start?
They start in your
Leprechauns.
dreams and end in your heart.
I don't have
Irish
dreams.
cobblers.
They start in Irish cobblers.
Rainbow
Well, rainbows.
sherbet ice cream.
Leprechauns.
That
Rainbow.
starts in your heart and ends in your
Shamrock
Skittles.
ice cream.
That's what I think of. when
I
you
had
say
a dream
rainbow.
about
Skittles.
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 How'd it go?
Did I owe you
Taste the
Skittles for
rainbow.
something?
Yes.
For what?
10 bags.
Of what?
Skittles.
No, we had
The
an
whole
ultimatum.
sack.
Like, you would give me something and I would
Husband
give
and
you
wife over
Skittles.
here.
I will
fighting.
give you Sailor Moon.
I already have it.
I have more of it.
No, you don't.
What's the
I have
next
it in
random
4K.
thought?
Next word.
I
I
have it
have it
in
4K.
4K.
No, you don't, because it came in 1080p.
Next word.
So
Uh-huh.
important.
Pint.
Pint.
Pint. Pint.
I do not condone underage drinking.
I was thinking about a pint of ice cream or Guinness, which is also ice cream. Next.
2 pints make a
What?
quart.
Yep.
4 quarts make a gallon.
What's
They
your
do.
next card?
A pint's a pound the world around.
Does anybody here know what a gill is? What measurement a gill is?
Does anyone here know what the next random thought is?
Hey, I wasn't talking to you.
Hey, it was an open question.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I was
I know what it is.
What is it?
He knows what it is too. It's leprechaun.
Monday. Green.
Lucky Charms, Shillelagh,
Better
Our
word.
background.
Hootenanny.
The horror movie.
Ireland will rise again.
Leprechaun.
I like potatoes.
I did not like that movie.
Potatoes are
Leprechaun.
cool.
Either of them.
Is there
Lucky
anything
Charms.
you can't do with a
Oh, I do
potato?
like Lucky Charms.
I
Lucky
said
Charms.
Lucky Charms. That was the first thing I said.
Oh,
Aw. Ignorant.
Yeah.
Ignorement.
I'm not gonna lie.
well. Either way, I don't have any Lucky Charms right now.
Me
so.
either.
I do. I have a ghost foot.
Speaking of
Speaking
leprechauns,
we have a segment coming
Oh, yeah.
up.
What? Oh yeah.
What's the segment
St.
about?
Patrick's Day. There it is.
St. Patty's Day.
I was nowhere affiliated in this filming.
Nowhere affiliated.
Roll the video.
Pull the lever. Brad,
Yes.
can I ask you some questions about St. Patrick's Day?
Sure.
Okie dokie. First question. How are you going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Probably sitting at home, doing nothing.
That's also the first official day of our spring break, so you gonna do anything wild?
Probably.
Cool.
Most likely, I'll probably be working.
Probably by wearing green to avoid getting pinched all day.
Yeah, getting pinched all day is not my type of fun.
Not really celebrating it, just seeing it as another day.
Hopefully bearing lots of green, so I don't end up getting pinched.
What's meant to be at the end of the leprechaun's rainbow?
Another rainbow.
Actually, it's a pot of gold, but maybe.
I believe that is a pot of gold, that which is worth a lot of money, if I remember correctly.
Gold?
What is it meant to be at the end of a leprechaun's rainbow?
Isn't it like a pot of gold or something?
Yes. Except there are no ends to rainbows, so sad day.
Next question. Why does a leprechaun wear green?
I have no idea. I'm guessing to avoid getting pinched.
I would think camouflage?
For money?
I guess blending with nature or something.
That's surprisingly correct. I did not know that, and I thought that was just fancy. Okay.
That was just fancy too, to be honest. That was just some kind of fashion.
What is a leprechaun really meant in Ireland?
A shoemaker?
An Irish troll?
It's a shoemaker.
True. Very true. Was St. Patrick A, British, B, Scottish, or C, Italian?
I think it was B, right? Scottish.
Irish? Italian?
I wish he was. I wish he was Irish. No, he was Italian, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Last question. What is your favorite leprechaun?
Lucky Charms guy. Definitely the Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms guy.
Oh, the Leprechaun from the Hood, the scary movie where he goes around and like kills people, but in a funny way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really have one. Are leprechauns even real?
Probably the one from Leprechaun 1 and 2, and I actually have no idea how many they made after that, but the old, really lame horror movies.
That's been a popular answer. What is your favorite leprechaun?
Lucky Charms, dude.
He's my favorite as well. Thank you. This has been St. Patty's Day with the crew.
And that was St. Patrick's Day.
Our professor told us that was the best segment we ever had.
For real, it was pretty impressive.
Blame Hillary Hutchins.
What was best?
And by best, we mean laziest.
Yes.
Hillary Hutchins told us and instructed everything.
She was the camera person
There
too.
were some very attractive dudes in that video, though.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot we were in that video, so a second I was like, what?
I do not remember
Not
being
gonna
in that
judge?
video.
You're totally right.
I believe I can fly.
Where were you at, Brandon?
Luke Bryan concert.
Oh yeah.
That's no excuse.
You look a little
great.
sunburnt, actually.
It was actually pretty fun.
You are now the tannest out of us all.
I'm the tannest out of us all. But
Were
hey,
you,
me and 70,000 other people were out there.
No, that was a pretty big crowd.
That was pretty big. It was
Wow.
fun. It's at on Spinnaker Beach Club on Panama City Beach.
Turn down for what?
Did he sing that?
Really?
Yeah, they actually played that.
I know. I saw. I was there,
Oh,
Brandon.
you were?
Yeah.
Oh, you went?
Yeah.
Why did you call me and tell me?
Because I didn't know you would be there.
What did you
Really?
do?
This is so.
Were you there when he was like, even if it's gonna
Sweet,
rain?
I guess.
Were you there with your girlfriend?
Okay, so
It's
are we
time to
starting
give some
Man Vice?
advice.
You have a girlfriend?
Are we
You?
starting Man Vice?
Yeah.
Okay, Man Vice right here. Okay.
Come on, Van Lice, daughter.
Okay. Okay.
Say you went to the beach with your
Dear
girlfriend.
the crew, what are the rules on pursuing a girl that likes
Purchasing a
rough.
girl.
pursuing a girl that
You left me for saying pint.
Well, I don't know how to help. I think Amon needs the advice.
Yeah.
Brother, I'm glad we gave you that letter.
Grab his letters.
This must be a good one. I want him to finish.
Sorry, let me just start that over again. Dear the crew, what are the rules on pursuing a girl that your boys like?
What?
But she has rejected all of his advances. Scott.
Wait, that your boys like or your boy?
Your boy.
I'm pursuing a girl that your boy likes, but she has rejected all. What?
It's like
Like my boy or my
say
son?
There's a girl that Amon likes,
All right.
but she turns him down.
Uh-huh.
Is it cool for me to go after her?
I don't know. Let's go
Sorry.
back.
I wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't recommend going after a girl that your boy likes.
Okay, how was
If
it?
he's your boy, then
Was it okay?
We're not talking about this.
Okay.
this should go
That
without
was a terrible
saying.
decision from the first place. We're not gonna go into it.
What's more important, your boy, or this girl?
Look out for your bro.
What's more important?
What's more important?
Your
Look out
bro,
for your bro.
your bro's feelings, or the advances of some girl
did
who
it
might
hurt your
love and leave you?
feelings?
It kind of hurt my feelings.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, we'll let it go. It's the past. Aaron,
All right.
I still love you though.
Look out for your bro.
Get these long
He
ones.
never said it back.
I know, right? What is that?
Wow.
It's from our friend Chris. Dear the crew, would you rather be one of those guys who is very observant and articulate, kind of like a mix between Sherlock Holmes and Jason Bourne, so that you can impress people by knowing everything about them just by looking at them once, and you can know the exact temperature just by being outside, things like that? Or have one of those friends that's unrealistically good at computers and hacking, so that he could do things like change traffic lights and could essentially get you out of any jam that involves any sort of technology. This friend is supposedly your equal, but you can reach him whenever you want, and for all intents and purposes, he exists only when talking, hanging out with you. Which one?
Go with.
I am impressed that he used intents and purposes correctly.
I would go with
Go
B.
you.
And observant and articulate.
I'd go with A.
Yeah.
I go with B.
A.
What about you, Aaron? The
A
question.
super sidekick, computer man.
I know, right?
I gotta go with the sidekick computer man, because
Thank you.
that could help me.
No, not sidekick. Equal. The equal.
Equal. And he
Well,
only
it's like-
exists when he's hanging out with you, so no one else gets to.
Experience. is
Yeah.
delicate.
So you have like this person who only hangs out with you and does
Did you ever
nothing
see
else.
National
Yeah.
Treasure, where he had that guy that did all the hacking stuff
You ever
for him,
seen
where he
Jason
could steal
Bourne?
that
You ever seen Jason
declaration?
Bourne?
Kind of makes me think
Yes. He has to take pills to
Like-
survive.
I mean,
Jason
I
Bourne?
could get
Yeah.
to work
No, he
on
doesn't.
time
Yeah, he does.
if I had
No, he
this
doesn't.
gentleman.
Yes, he does.
of that. Get all your
Which
homework
movie?
done immediately.
All of
Yes.
them?
How many were there?
There were like
Never have to sit
5
in
Bourne
traffic.
movies.
There
Has
were
anybody else here
three-
seen Bourne?
There were
He's probably a
three
cool guy to hang out with, too.
Bourne trilogy
Yes.
and one off film. Next story.
Did he have to take pills to survive?
Yes.
We're not going
No, he
into
didn't.
that.
Yes, he did.
I thought there were
Right
5
stories.
movies. Oh, okay.
You thought there was 1.
No, I didn't. I knew there were 3.
There's 4.
Bourne Conspiracy, Bourne Ultimatum, and Bourne
Bourne
Supremacy.
Man Vice Letters.
Bourne Man. I dated this girl for 11 months. Oh, sorry. Dear the crew. I dated this girl for 11 months. We broke off about a month ago, and I want to get back with her. She is great, intelligent, and so sweet. Any advice on how to...
Brother,
Don't. You're done.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, sounds like that Malaysian.
I'm gonna cut you off right there.
Yep.
Your ship has sailed.
There's a reason they have an X in front of their title.
You've tried it, and for some reason it didn't work.
Let that
we
be
don't
an-
know
You get back
why.
together. she's
Let
just
that be an
going to-
example.
It's going to end like last
Yeah.
time.
Take some time to chill away from the dating scene.
You're
You know,
going to
just
cry. She's
Go
going to
out,
go away
hang out with
another
your
guy.
bros. If you live in Florida, which you probably do since you wrote us a letter,
Hang out
just
with
go
us.
on the boat or hang out with us.
Being
We all know
single-
that. We all know
Being
that
single is sick. I highly recommend it.
Like sick in a good way, not like
It's
you know
sick,
It's
dog.
like
sick, but like
nasty.
bro, that
dirty,
360
awesome.
off the Ollie
It's actually
back flip,
awful.
Tony Hawk, grills on the side with some green eggs and ham, Dr. Seuss sick. Not like sick.
Yes.
All right, my
hang
letter.
time.
It's time for mine.
Figure it out.
Dear the crew, I had this situation in one of my classes. I always seem to find myself talking to the girl who sits next to me.
Oh.
The problem is, her breath is terrible.
Oh.
She's really sweet. She's a really sweet girl too, so I don't want to break her heart. So the question is, how do I tell a girl that her breath smells without completely offending her?
Write it
Michael.
down.
Tell her her
Hey.
breath smells.
Hey, we should brush
because
our teeth
That would
together.
be doing her a favor.
We should
Hey.
hang out and brush our teeth together.
Hey,
Do you know how many strokes
I
you're
have
supposed
some
to do to
gum.
each
Do
side?
you
I
want
will
a
show
piece?
you.
I would say just
You're
get some
trying so
Tic Tacs or
hard.
something.
You want to
be
break
rude.
some ice? Hey, break the ice with an icebreaker. Just be like, I tried to break the ice.
That's a
And
pretty
just
good
like-
one.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna chew some gum.
Chew some gum or give her some Tic Tacs or
You should
something.
chew
Do you want to follow suit? Yeah.
Ask her if she wants to make $500
We
by
should
brushing her
make this
teeth.
happen. Want to go on a gum chewing date?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Do you believe in love at
You're
first
already
sight,
in.
or should I hold my breath?
We're doing it.
Yeah.
Buy her a pack of gum and give it to her. You know, when those, was it Trading or something?
Ask her what her favorite flavor gum is, and then just bring it to her.
You wouldn't be mean. You'd be doing her a favor.
I would just be calm, Shannon, about it. Don't be rude.
Pack of gum and a high five.
Eat
Why not
garlic.
talk to her?
Eat garlic so your breath stinks worse than
doesn't
hers. Then she'll be like,
like it.
"What's going on?"
I like that one too.
Like if
But what if you like
you know,
her?
if someone else's breath stinks, you automatically become subconscious about your own breath. So you'll smell your own breath. So eat garlic one day,
Dr.
and then she'll be
Philyaw.
like, "Lord," and then you'll both brush
Dr.
your teeth
Philyaw?
together.
Dr. Philyaw,
Yes.
I'm sorry, but then she'll just be like, hey, breast rank, and then not talk to you.
Then that would be hypocritical, and she doesn't even deserve it.
But she wouldn't know her breast
She
rank.
doesn't deserve you. Oh, this isn't about you. Sorry, this is about.
Wait,
Come on,
They don't
Brandon.
even like. They don't even like each other.
He's just trying to figure out how to tell her without offending her.
She doesn't deserve your friendship.
Tell her by telling her.
Well,
Oh my God.
Be
Get her some
honest
breath
with her,
mints.
tell her the truth. And dear the crew, I'm getting ready to graduate, and I feel grown up with a steady 9 to 5 and a girlfriend.
Ooh.
My question revolves around the lady friend.
Ooh.
Ellipses. If things were to get more serious, and I hung my cleat-ups to retire with this one lady, I don't know how to react to her financial indiscretions. The girl has 2 degrees, but also student loans associated with them. She brought it up in a conversation a little while ago, and I didn't pay any mind to it until I started to think about my future and how I like to own nice things, or my own nice things. How do I cope with a significant other who might end up paying off student loans longer than their future kids? Travis.
Well, I'm sorry that your female friend tried to better her life, Travis. It is a hard economy. There's no one to blame for
Don't
this hard
take out
economy.
don't take out student loans.
I'm sure she
They'll
doesn't
get you.
need your help to pay those, though. I'm sure she did those on
She
her
better
In the
have a
words of
damn
Little
good
Boosie,
job.
I-E-N-D-E-P-E-N-T. What
Cue
you
up
know
the
about
one
me?
megahertz beep.
She just better have a good job. I mean,
I understand.
She has 2
your
degrees. It's
concern.
not like she's going to be poor. I mean, come on, man.
but she's
Use
also
your-
got student loans, and that's
use your
going to cost a lot.
got-
To get those
What?
to get those 2 degrees, it probably costs a lot.
Yeah.
So you're going to need to be working a lot. A little bit of free time. You're going to need a good job.
Definitely not telling him to fall back, but I'm definitely not telling him to assume the worst just because she has student loans to pay.
Yeah, if he
either.
likes her enough, he should just, man up and get a better job if he has problems with money.
Yeah.
Like, don't live outside
It's-
your means, yo.
It's not.
Man up,
He's
shut
gotta-
up. Travis.
Okay, he kind of did a 180 with that. He started off talking about how he felt grown up and then ended with that.
Yeah, you gotta
Like,
man
ouch.
up if you're gonna accept
Obviously
Well,
not,
you've,
bro.
you've also got to be financially aware.
True.
You can't put yourself into more debt. You've got to focus on getting your loans paid off and not building more debt. So if you want new things, the first thing you got to focus on is getting your debt paid off.
Talk to her about it.
it. What would
If
you
she's
say,
your
Caleb?
significant other, she will be willing to have a conversation about finances.
And you work 9 to 5, so you have plenty of time to talk.
And she's got 2 degrees, so I'm assuming she'll be able to get a good enough job where she can
Pay off the
mitigate her debts. But
You don't want to build more debt.
bring your concerns up to her, talk it out.
Over Froyo.
Over
Cheap
Froyo.
Froyo.
We've been the crew.
But before we go,
Hit him with the information.
how close were we to getting 100 likes?
3.
Are we still at
We're
97?
still
saying-
at 97 likes.
Wow.
I'm just gonna
need
make
your
3
help.
fake
A week has
Facebook
gone
accounts.
by.
We need your help. We need 3 more likes
Just like
Or-
the
on
plan.
our
Three-
Facebook.
with
Find
3
us on
fake-
Oh, that's horrible.
Facebook.com/thecrew5.
Wait,
like
is it over
us.
here?
Send us questions
here.
Yep.
for minute advice. If you have any
Yeah, it's right.
problems or issues you want us to try to give our advice to,
Or
We
send
will-
us a message.
send us a message. Tell us what you like about the show.
So that's
what
what you
would
don't like
to
about
see.
the show.
If you get any ideas, if you
Tag
want
us. Tag us in post.
if you want to
Names.
come on the show and join us for our segment, send us a message. But find us
Malaysia.
Facebook.com/thecrew5.
And we're the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
Once
until
again-
next time,
That was that.
He's Brandon.
I'm Brandon.
We're green.
Don't
Okay.
forget.
I'm Amon. I tried so hard
Caleb,
to do this,
how am I doing?
but whatever.
What?
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye. Peace.
Talk to you later.
On camera.
Dude. Cheers.